Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video I'm going to be showing you the new Xfinity X1 DVR from Pace. And yeah, so I'm going to be showing you the features and stuff, and then afterwards I'll show you the box. So uh, let me go to here's the guide. So it's a major update to the previous guide. With their previous box that I had, DVR, it was terrible. The interface was not in HD because it was a few years old because they never really updated it. But this is a completely revamped interface, and you can see it. You have all of the logos. The channel logos, you have them all here. So, and you can scroll it. It's a little bit laggy, as you see when you scroll through the guide, but it works. Also, you can press page up to go up a whole page of it, and page down to go down a whole page. So that works too, which is usually quicker. And then also, as you see, another update over the previous box is when you're hovering over a show, it'll tell you like a very brief detail of the show. It'll have the name, the time it starts, and everything. And you can also press info on the remote. The remote's also updated, and I like it a lot much better than the previous remote. Plus, it has it uses new what is it called, RF or IRF or whatever, radio signals, so you can point the remote in any direction and it will work. So this is what you come to when you press info, and you get watch, and you can record it. You can see other times it starts. You can see more info about it, and then and of course it shows the artwork cover for it and the logo for the station, the channel. And you see all the details and everything, and you can press the right arrow button on your remote, and it will go into this episode info, which shows you all the episodes that are, whether it's on demand, whether it's on basically any channel. It will show you that. And it has them all categorized into all the seasons that the show has, and everything. So I really like how convenient it is. And if it's on demand, you can watch it on demand. You can go over here and it'll say watch on demand other than record, and you can watch it straight from this screen. So then to get back to the previous screen, you just press the left arrow button to get back, and then to get back to the guide you press it again. Or at least that's the way I do it. You may be able to press exit, or I don't know, I haven't tried it, but I think that's the only way. But so yeah, that's the features of the guide. There's also, you can press the Xfinity button, and that's what you press to get to this guide. You can go to the mini guide, which is a little smaller guide that shows on the right side of the screen, that only shows the show that's currently on. It won't show the next one, but then you can see all the next shows on an individual channel, but it's not as full. It doesn't take up the whole screen like this guide does. So it's similar to the guide on the previous box, but instead of being at the bottom where the mini guide was at the bottom, it's on the right side of the screen. It doesn't take up quite half the screen, but it takes up about a third. So anyway, that's the guide. Then we have the DVR, so you see all your recordings, which you can watch anytime. And let me see here. So, and you can also see the info about everything, just like you could on the previous, but it's a little more organized and better. And you can see all your scheduled recordings, just as you could, I believe, on the other one. And also another thing, when you delete recordings, it goes into this deleted folder, I guess, and then you delete them permanently from there. and a priority manager. So if you have, say, several recordings or several shows or movies or whatever that you are set to record, you have priorities. So I think only two shows can, or two programs can record at once on this DVR, and you can watch a third at the same time. So it's like a dual tuner. But I guess with the priority manager, the first two will be, if they conflict with each other, they will be recorded. But if there's a third one, it won't be recorded, and that's based on the priorities. I think that's what it means. Also, as you can see in the lower left-hand corner of the screen, it shows you the time and the temperature outside. So sometimes the temperature is not always accurate, but usually it's pretty accurate. So we'll, yeah, if you press last, that's another thing I didn't get to. It will show the last 9 channels or programs or whatever you were on, the last of it, the last 9 of them. So all your recent channels that you were on, or even on-demand content or DVR content, it will show all of that. And then to clear the history, just press the green D button on the remote. So I know this seems already lengthy right now, lengthy video, but I'm trying to be as in-depth as possible. So we'll get out of that. Hold on. So then we'll go back here, press the Xfinity button, and here's On Demand. So you have the full cover art for all of the shows or movies that are on demand, just as you do, like I said, when you go press info on a program. Now for movies, when I press info on the guide, pretty much all of the movies don't seem to have any artwork for them, like a cover art, like they do on demand. So I don't know if they'll fix that, but that's the way, that's what I've noticed. So you have all your TV shorts. It's more organized and categorized than the previous one was on the old box. So and very visual with all of the artwork and everything, like kind of like Netflix. And you of course it's the same thing like with the guide, where it shows a brief description of the program. And this is StreamPix, of course. It's kind of like Netflix, but I think Netflix is a little bit better. That's just my opinion. Not trying to be anyway. So you have all of your categories for everything, and you can also, I believe, you can do a filter where you I don't know what that does. I haven't tried that yet, but I believe it filters the content, so you can narrow down what you want to look for, so you want to like search for stuff. But I haven't done that yet. And you have your local, let's see. So here we go. I'll just go into, say, ABC, just to show you how it looks going into the menu. And you have that nice animation when it goes between the different screens. And it shows you, of course, you have the similar thing to what you did on the previous box, but it's a little more, like I said, more visual and everything, better. So so like if you go on this, so you have all of it shows all the episodes that are on demand, and of course, like before, it's all categorized in the different seasons. And it'll show you which episode it was. So I really like that. That's definitely a new feature and a good one I really like. So I'm gonna get out of that. So like you do with the guide, like I did, you do that. You press to go back. So also to get off of On Demand, if you want to go back to like say if you want to go to your DVR, your guide, you can do that as well. You can press the Xfinity button. So here to apps, you have a weather app that shows you the current temperature, what it feels like, so what temperature it feels like, the humidity, the percentage of humidity in the air, the ultraviolet index, so like UV rays and stuff, the wind speed, when the sun came up, when the sun goes down, And I think there's a 5-day forecast in here too. So see, you have alerts too. So there's like a freeze warning, it says there. So you have little helpful things like that. And yeah, there's a 5-day forecast which you can go into like all the other menus by pressing the right arrow button. So that's how you do that. And you can see how the temperatures for each day and humidity and everything like I described. And I believe when you press the yellow triangle A button, okay, you can add a location. So it's currently on my hometown where I live, of course, in Antioch, California, but you can add a location. So we're not going to do that, but you can do that apparently. Now I don't know how to get out of it now. I'll just go back out of it there. So you have sports, which I'm not really into sports, so I don't use that. I guess I'll show you really quick what it's like. But so it goes into the side screen, kind of like how the mini guide is. I'll show you that in a minute. And so you see how the games are, the channels that they were on to, the outcomes and stuff. You see that. You see the scores here and stuff. And yeah, and then you can also go between the NFL, football, NHL, and stuff like that. So I'll get out of that. Oops, sorry about that. And you have Pandora, which I have not set up yet, but I don't think I'm really going to use it. But yeah, you have Pandora. You have Facebook. I have set that up, but I'm not going to it because I don't want personal things to show. But anyway, you have Facebook on there. You have you can post and stuff. What I have found out is that I don't know how to like stuff. I don't know how to like posts with it. I haven't quite figured that out. But you can post, I believe, and you can view photos full screen. So that's pretty nice if you want to view photos on Facebook. Then you have traffic, so you can see what the traffic's like in your area and pretty much the whole United States, I believe, if you want. And you have alerts, so it'll tell you if there's accidents, construction. See, it shows congestion, and a map that shows it's color coded for the congestion and everything, traffic. And you can go to area map, and we go to that, and it shows a full screen map of the whole area. And then, of course, just like the legend on the right says, you press any of those buttons and they will do what they say. I'm not going to go into each one of them, but because you can see that. But I'm going to go out of that now. And you have a search, so you can search for programs. So like if I want to search for, I'm trying to think of Breaking Bad, even though it's not on right now, because they don't show the season until summer, I think. So so you use the number keys on your remote to search and stuff, and then you can find the programs like that. You can also find the channel 2, because I put in 2, so it's channel 2. Also, anything that has the letters A, B, or C, which is 2, will show up as well. So that's also, you can bring up a virtual keyboard if you want to do it like that, if you prefer it that way. So we'll go back out of that. And then you have your settings menu. So it's just the basic settings. It doesn't seem to be quite as many settings as the previous box, but I don't really care about that. I think they'll probably maybe add a few more settings or optimize the box as well for things. But anyway, also a note to people who have this box, the Pace box, I don't know the model number, but where it says here, it says power light brightness and display light brightness. I prefer to set the level down to 1 for the display light and 3 for the power light. That's my preference because on default it is just way too bright. It's all the way like at 10 or something. Also, another new feature is you can name your device. So I put mine Game Room because I use this basically as a room to game. I play a lot of games in, so I named it Game Room. And your audio mode, your output resolution, which also at default is 720p, and the audio mode is stereo rather than surround. So if you really want to optimize it for your, like, say if you have a 1080p television, then you'll want to set it to 1080p because it's not going to be that way by default. Maybe they'll make it that way in the future. They'll have software updates and stuff. But for now, it's when you first get the box, you may have to tinker with the settings. So I know this video is really long, but like I said, I'm trying to be as descriptive as possible. And then you have help videos, so you can also watch those videos if you want to find out stuff and notices, and then about, I should probably not show you that, but like it matters, but just to be safe. And so yeah, then you have your mini guide. I don't know if you can call it mini anymore. It takes up more of the screen than the previous one did on the previous box. But I actually like using this guide more because it's more fluid. You can go across things and it's just more fluid and seemingly quicker than using the full screen guide. So and you have you have all the logos and everything. And then of course when you press the right arrow button, you can also see all of the programs coming on that channel. So, and you just press the left arrow button to go back. So it's basically almost the same functionality of the full screen guide, just not full screen. And then also, say if you press like a number to go to a channel, so if I want to go to ABC, which is channel 7, or in HD it's 707, whoops, I actually went to that, but it does have like a guide jump where it jumps to that. Oops, sorry, let me get out of this. It does have a guide jump where it jumps that. So yeah, here we have the news on right now, but anyway, so that is the mini guide. So you have basically the same functionality. And also, I want to show you that when you go to, so I'll exit here, when you go to a standard definition channel, so I'll go to 2, so we're going to 2, it'll switch to HD automatically. So also I think you have to have it set that way though too in the settings, but it'll switch to HD. Any standard definition channel that is also available in HD, it will switch. But there is another thing about that. When any channel that is also in HD, but the program that's on it is different, say the times are different for the two channels, it will stay on that channel. It will not go to the HD channel. So I do like it how it's like that. Say like I know Food Network is like 3 hours difference between the standard and the HD one, I think sometimes. So it would stay on the standard if you went to it, even though there is the HD channel available. So whoops, sorry there, moving the camera. Yeah, so I'm going to get off of this so I don't, infringe on copyright and stuff. So we'll just go back here. I think that's it that I wanted to show you. There is an app also for iPhone, iOS, so iPod Touch, iPhone, iPad and stuff. I don't think there's an actual iPad version of it, but it will work on iPad. And I believe it has, that they just updated it for voice commands and stuff, so you can like talk to it and say go to this channel or do this or search for this, and it will do it. But I haven't used it. I did try the app before they did the update. I don't know if it works now. But when I tried it, it would recognize the new box, but it just wouldn't go to it. It wouldn't, go to it. It wouldn't work. Like I couldn't use the app. It wouldn't control the TV. So that's basically it for this video. I hope you enjoyed the whole walkthrough of it, because that's basically what this is. It was sort of a review, walkthrough, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I know it's 20 minutes, but you don't have to watch the whole thing if you want. I'm saying this at the end, but whatever. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it was helpful to you if you have the box and need to know more about it. This really helped you. So that's it. Thanks, guys.